missiles exploded after being led back by Spider-Man, and he appeared to have been killed in the explosion. He survived the blast, but was never the same again. He continued with his sinister plans, but they lacked the impact that he could have in his prime. Finisher did not have any superpowers, and his main assets were his technological advancements, high-grade weapons that came with his. Unfortunately, this also made
key point now. These are
that year was one of the most feared crime scenarios in the universe.
It's the moments professionals train for. When you are at your breaking point. Bang! I also think Owens is bleeding now, guys. Great escape by Owens. McIntyre gets met with a response. Boom! He manages to slip out of the way. Knee strike connects. Oh, man, he is fired up now.
Generate powerful flames which can turn his enemies into ashes. When Alexian started to consume himself, he tried to find
kick to the gut. This is not going to end well for their opponent. Package powerbomb. Heads outside the ring.
And no countouts means he can take his time.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. Owens looking sluggish. Things could be winding down for him. Bang! Oh! Perched on the shoulders. Oh! Feast your eyes. Owens cannot recover from that. And he's leaving the ring for the moment. And he's pulled the ring apron up, looking under there for something. And he now slides back into the ring. And retaliates with a counter. Sharp clothesline. Oh, ouch. Hitting the ropes. Uh-oh. Escaped that in a hurry. Caught him with a big boot. On the mark. DDT. Owens sizing him up, getting ready. Uh-oh. Stunner by Owens. KO can end this now. Ooh. Clothesline to the back of the neck. Oh, what a club. Forearm club. Oh, McIntyre just launched his opponent overhead, belly to belly. Drew's eyes are piercing. He's got one thing in mind. Looks like he's cut. And now he's looking to lock in this submission. Uh-oh, this is big trouble here. You can see the agony. He had it locked in. I didn't expect him to just let go. I don't know what he's thinking, but he needs to focus on the task at hand. And that will do it. Not getting up from that one, so it's called. Kevin Owens was just made a sacrifice to CM Punk's ego with Punk's own move. When KO wakes up after being locked in that Anaconda vice, he should ask himself some serious questions about who he's chosen to follow.
this close. We were this close to taking Punk off the board.
He might have slipped away, but we did take out KO at least.
And I bet he has some serious questions about Punk's leadership right now. Your plan worked, Drew. Just not exactly the way you intended.
Not a total loss, then.
It's a win. Every bit of dissension inside Mutiny can help us win at Survivor Series.
Seriously. We couldn't have picked a better man to join our team.
Shall we all hold hands and sing Kumbaya, then? Or get to figuring out how we end Punk and Mutiny once and for all?
You're right. Let's focus on the battle at hand. We can have a big karaoke party after Mutiny is defeated.
We're all agreed. Victory, then karaoke. So what's our next move?
I'm sticking around on Raw, getting some work in, making sure we're ready for anything Mutiny throws our way.
I agree. We need to be a well-oiled machine to defeat Punk in NXT.
And when the time's right, I'll find someone on SmackDown.
Sounds like a plan.
This is the one everyone's been waiting for. You up for it?
So you can't stop on the ladder. If once you touch the ladder, that's it. What the hell? Why won't he fall off of there? It's like there's an invisible wall. Shit, now since I touched the ladder, he's got to go all the way down the ladder. Let me pause this. What I think that they should have did before this game came out was get 50 people in a room and give all 50 people $50. And then have them play the game for 5 hours. And then at the end of the 5 hours, all 50 people has to answer 50 questions on a piece of paper and write their opinion. Then all those 50 people, they turn in the pieces of paper. Then the people that made the video game study those 50 pieces of paper closely and then take 1 extra month to put the game out. Because anybody who played this game would have said, what the fuck? Why can't I stop on the ladder? Wait, why can't I go up? Why can't I go down? So yes, there's some messed up stuff about this.
The WWE Universe will be buzzing about this one. What do you think?
The following contest is a tag team steel cage Introducing first, from New York, weighing in at 394 pounds, the Superstar! And from New York, Sweet T-Rex Tammy!
I'm smoking some weed and watching a video on my cell phone while they do all this. Who's this faggot? They're making me fight a gay boy.
Weighing in at 100 pounds.
The hell kind of fag shit is that? I'm gonna have to beat this guy instantly.
And from Black Forest, South Australia, weighing in at 300 and...
So they had me fighting against a fat ass and a faggot. I got the hell out of there quick as hell. Shit, I thought that if I left, I win. I left, I win. What the fuck? So what happens if one of them escapes, I lose? Let's see if I can win this shit. I should have never chose cage. I should have just chose one-on-one and instantly submitted them. That was too much. I thought that when I escaped, I didn't understand. I thought that when I escaped with the man, we won. But then they forced the girl to fight two men. That's crazy. That's one thing I never liked about wrestling. They need to get the women out of there. I don't feel like anytime I watch wrestling, I always skip over the matches with the women. I ain't never watched the women wrestle ever. They need to have their own show or whatever, because I watch the show, I turn on Raw, then some guy comes out and talks at the beginning of Raw, then they have a match between two men, then as soon as the women fight, I turn the show off. So I ain't been able to watch a full episode of Raw in about 5 or 10 years, because I can only watch the first couple minutes, and then when the women start fighting, I turn it right off. But then they said they were making John Cena a bad guy. So I started watching it again because John Cena became a bad guy and The Rock was there. And then The Rock disappeared. And then John Cena was only a bad guy for a week. And then he went back to being a good guy. So the same day Hulk Hogan died, John Cena was a good guy again. So what was the point of going through all that to make him a bad guy? So I gave up on it. I don't even watch it no more. Now they're going to Saudi Arabia next year for WrestleMania. Like in America, the Americans, they like to go on vacation and go see WrestleMania. They get a motel, they drive. There's no American driving across an ocean or there's no American is going to Saudi Arabia to watch WrestleMania. They're about to boycott WWE. In 2027, there might not be no WWE.
Ready for something big on the live event circuit? Check this out. How about it?
And then they're putting WWE on the sports network, where you got to pay $30 a month. Wrestling is not no sport. It's a television show about a sport, pretending to be it's a TV show that pretends to be a sport. It's all fake. So nobody's going to pay network. So they're about to go out of business in a year or two.
I don't want to face them. What else you got?
I think in order to save WWE, they need to give the women wrestlers their own show. Get rid of NXT. Nobody wants NXT. Nobody knows who those people are. Nobody likes NXT. Nobody watches NXT. Nobody knows who they are. Get rid of NXT and just have a show about all women. Have women wrestling. Women wrestling. No more NXT. Then have Raw and SmackDown. And then get rid of anything Middle East, anything Middle Eastern or Saudi Arabian. Get rid of anything like that. Take that out of WWE, because WWE is like it's born in America. It's an American-born sport. Don't bring it across. They said they want to bring WWE to the world. Don't bring it to the world. Let the world come to us if they want to see it. It's something special that they should come to us to see. We don't need to go over there and bring it to them. There's plenty of people here to bring it to. What they should do is just fucking nuke every other country 90 million times. Make it so the only continent is North America. Everything else is just a barren wasteland, like a desert. A fucking desert, a poisonous fucking desert with radiation, with fucking smoke, and, you know what I mean? Like Fallout. You know, if America could turn the rest of the fucking world dead, then and America was all that was left, then we wouldn't have to worry about nothing. There wouldn't be nobody bothering us, nothing. We'd be able to do whatever the fuck we want. Somebody got to toss the nuclear football, fucking nuke all them shitty ass countries that nobody ever gonna visit or go to or care about.
New Catch Republic from Dudley, England, weighing in at 175 pounds, Tyler Bates.
I heard those like Saudi Arabian people, the ones with all the oil, I heard they're so greedy that they could give everybody on earth $5,000 and then make all their money back again a week later. So if one, you know how many billionaires there are? So if one billionaire went broke for one day, because he's going to make all his money back the next day, they make millions of dollars a day. So if one billionaire gave up all his money for one day, everybody in America could get $5,000. There'd be no more homeless, no more. Imagine if every homeless person got $5,000. That's enough to buy an apartment. That's enough to pay 1 month of the lights. And then they could find a job. They're not homeless anymore. So there's a million billionaires. If one of them just went broke for one day, everybody could have enough money to not be homeless ever again. Now, what if 5 of them did it? Remember, there's a million. What if only 5 did it? What if all 1,000,000 of them did it? What if all 1,000,000 billionaires went broke for one day? Because they're going to make it all back again in a few days. Everybody in the world would be rich. Everybody would be equal. So I feel like something's wrong. I kind of feel like when my life is over, like when I die, the whole fucking world could disappear because I ain't gonna care no more. So I kind of feel like this fucking world is here for me to do whatever the fuck I want in until the day I'm about to die when I delete the world. Like when I die, the whole fucking world could be deleted and I wouldn't even care. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm only here to have a little fun and do whatever the fuck I can until I'm about to die. And if it was up to me, I'd take the whole world with me. Fuck it. Like my heartbeat is tied to the planet. And if my heart stops, the whole fucking planet dies. Yeah, that's how it should be. I say, fuck this planet. I never asked to be born anyway. If somebody asked me if I wanted to be born, I would have quickly told them no. Hell no. I never asked to be born, so that's why I rob and steal from everybody and beat people up or whatever and do horrible things. I never asked to be here to begin with. I never even wanted to be here, and I don't care about leaving the world a better place when I'm gone. Why do I care if it's a better place when I'm gone if I'm not going to be part of it? I'm not having any children or anything. I don't want no kids or anything like that. So it's like I could see if I had 5 kids. If I have 5 children, 2 daughters, 2 sons, and a retarded kid in a wheelchair, maybe I'd want the world to be better for them after I'm gone. But I don't plan on having any kids or anything like that. I don't give a fuck if the world's a better place when I'm gone. You know what I mean? I don't care if the world's here after I'm gone. What I need to do or whatever fucking is find somebody who's got a lot of money and is rich or whatever. It can help me make a little money. Then once we got a bunch of money, we could rob more people's money, take all theirs. No, that's a bad idea. You never make no money playing games. It's not something that a normal person makes money on.
Here is your winner.
If you want to make money, you go out and you find a job. You leave your house every day, you travel to your job, you work there for part of the day, and then you come home. Video games is something that you do after you've worked all day, and you want to relax and hang out. It's no job, no money involved in that. You'll never get paid, even if you try. It's not that kind of thing. This video is being recorded right now because I wanted to record myself beat the game. One day, I'm never going to have a PS5. What if 5 years from now I don't even have a video game and I'm just sitting at a bus stop looking at my phone and I just want to relive the memories? It's a dumping ground for gameplay footage. And an archive of my belongings. You know, you film your belongings and you talk about them. Then if your house burns down or a burglar breaks into your house, you got all the videos of everything you owned.
There you are. Here's what I got for you this time. You want in?
And there's like a small chance, I met somebody who makes like $70 a month on Twitch. You want to know what the $70 a month gets him? One new video game a month, and it pays for his Netflix and his Disney Plus and his PlayStation subscription. And he's got to play video games all day and almost all night, 7 days a week. What, for a lousy $70? He could have went to work for 3 hours and made $70. A job will pay you like $800 in a week. Why do I want to play video games all day and all night and make $70 on a credit card at the end of the month? That's the worst deal ever. Video games is just something that you do for fun. I've been doing it since I was a little kid. I played the first wrestling game that ever came out on NES, Nintendo. Now I'm playing the newest one. I'll be one of the first people to own a PS6. I have a job. I'll be working tomorrow. Yeah, I don't spend a lot of money on video games. Most of my games come from that subscription. I think like in 5 years I only bought like 3 games that cost us $60, and that's because I got the money for free from the government. Like in America, they'll pay you for not working. So even if you don't have a job and never had a job in your life, you sign up for unemployment. And they say, oh, well, you need to have a job and be laid off or be fired. No, if you never worked a day in your life, you could just say you're looking for a job and nobody's hiring you. So you need to be compensated. So in America, they'll pay you even if you don't have a job. So you're going to get paid for having a job or you're going to get paid for not having a job, one or the other. You're going to be signed up for unemployment or you're going to be working, one or the other. So most of the games I bought from the unemployment money. I never spent my money. I would never spend my money on a video game. Not unless it was $30 or less. And if I was gonna spend my money on a video game, I would buy a disc. That way they can't take it away from you. The best place to buy video games is on eBay. Like, this is a free game. After next month, I'll never play this game again, probably. That's why I'm going to complete it. I'm going to do everything that you can do in the game in a 30-day period, then never play it again. So there's no need for me to own it. Because next year or the year after that, they'll be coming out with another one, and then they'll be giving that one out for free. What's the objective here? Throw them over the top rope. He's got to toss him out easy, this guy. I'm just trying to work my way through the story.
Here is your winner, the Superstar!
So I'm smoking this blunt. It's called Bluntville. That's the name of the brand, Bluntville. And they're the worst cigar paper that exists. So you open up a Bluntville and it's like a little cigar. And you take the paper off the cigar and you put marijuana in it. Then when you go to try to smoke the marijuana, it unwraps itself. Like as I'm smoking it, it's like unraveling itself. Bluntville's is the worst brand. Like any store, like this is a message to all stores. If you're a store and you sell Bluntville's, I know you make a lot of money on the stuff, but throw them all in the fucking trash. I don't think I'm ever going to buy these again. I think tomorrow's the last day I'm ever going to buy these Bluntville's. I'll never buy one again. I'll purposely travel across the city miles to go to a different place and buy a whole bunch of a different kind. I think the only reason I got these Bluntville's is because the people will let me owe them. They say, yeah, just give us the money tomorrow because they know it sucks. They're like game blunts or whatever they are. They're called shows. I think they're called game or whatever. Bluntville's, games, they all suck. Even shows suck, Bluntville's suck, games suck. The only ones I had liked was some shit called Natties, N-A-T-T-Y, Natty Wrap, because it's just 4 brown pieces of paper inside a silver wrapper. You don't have to fuck with a cigar. There's no, you know what I mean? You open up the little silver wrapper and there's 4 brown pieces of paper in there. You can instantly roll a blunt. No trying to fight with a package of Bluntville's and rip it open. No trying to unravel a cigar. No trying to roll it and have it unravel itself as you're trying to smoke it. You're better off just smoking a Natty Wrap. What's the objective? All right, knock them out. This is going to be an easy one. You can't throw him off the edge or whatever. It's like an invisible wall. It's an invisible wall. Force field. Force field. Force field, see? I was body slam him 3 more times, and then that's it.
Much like Captain America, the original series that had powers, and yet it was contained within.
Let's end this. Jesus Christ, every time I try to end it, then he started choking him instead of throwing him. One of the best wrestling games was for the PS3. How the fuck did he get up off that? It's called WWF or whatever 2010. 2010 was one of the best ones. I think this is the second best one I played besides 2010. Because 2010 didn't even have no back. So what 2010 had that this game don't, you could program your own cutscenes. I don't know if you understand what that means. You could program your own cutscenes. Like, I could make fucking Jason Voorhees drive a limo and smash into John Cena backstage. You make Jason drive the car and he runs over John Cena. Then have John Cena come out to the ring and start talking on the microphone. And then Jason Voorhees and Michael Myers, they both come out from underneath the ring holding knives and try to jump John Cena. Like, you could program your own story in the 2010 one. And that's 25 years ago. Why can't I beat this fucking guy? Like, what the hell? Shit is not easy. What the fuck does he think he's doing? Invisible force field like Star Wars. Oh shit, so I pressed down and X because I wanted to jump down on him, and he started climbing down the ladder. I hate this backstage. This backstage shit needs a lot of work. They gotta put a lot of more work into this in order to make the backstage fun to play in. Now why won't he die? This says danger, why won't he die? He won't die. It's gonna go on forever, he won't die. He won't die. I don't understand. Is he gonna die? There's no weapons anywhere. Oh, he won't die. Frustrating. Just fucking cut his throat and he'll die. By the time I beat this game, I'll be ready to move on. Yeah, by the time I beat this game, I won't be wanting to touch another wrestling game until 6 or 7 months after 2026 comes out. After I beat this game, I'm going to beat Spider-Man, the remastered version, the good version. The reason that the remastered version is better is not because of the graphics. Because if you play the PS4 version on the PS5, it's going to have good graphics anyway. The reason that you play Spider-Man remastered is because it allows you to skip all the puzzles. So when I played Spider-Man for the PS4, the reason I turned the game off and sold the disc, because I had bought Deadpool and Spider-Man in a package together, both discs. I only wanted Deadpool, but the guy wouldn't sell it to me unless I took Spider-Man with it. So when I played Spider-Man for the PS4, I made it up to some puzzle or something. Instead of playing as Spider-Man, they had me play as an ugly version of his girlfriend who was acting like Lois Lane. So for some reason in the Spider-Man game, Spider-Man's girlfriend is a reporter like Lois Lane from Superman. When anybody who knows anything about Spider-Man, Spider-Man's girlfriend is not a reporter like Lois Lane. She's an actress, a movie star. She's a famous actress and a movie star. She's like a celebrity. But in this game, she's a normal person, ugly too, real ugly too, pimples on her face. And she's like a reporter. So they had me playing as a fucking red-haired reporter girl instead of Spider-Man. And I'm stuck at some kind of puzzle. I turned the game right off and sold the disc. Well, the perfect thing about the remastered version is, guess what? You can skip every puzzle just by pressing a button. So as soon as they force you to play as that ugly red-haired girl with the pimples, just press the button and it's over.
I'm putting you in the best match of the card.
Yeah, I'm talking a lot of shit, but I like Spider-Man. I like the game. I'm just talking a lot of shit. Don't force it. Like, let's say that, I don't know how to put it into words. If you're going to make a Spider-Man video game, don't make us play as Spider-Man's girlfriend. And if you do show Spider-Man's girlfriend, remember she's extremely attractive. She's not ugly like in a video game.
The following is scheduled for one fall.
Yeah, most of the games in the PlayStation Store are fake games. They're fake companies. Because if you got a laptop, you could go to a website and act like you're an independent developer. Then Sony will let you make a game and you could put it into the store. That's where all those terrible games came from. You know, the games that aren't games, they're called shovelware. You go to the PlayStation Store and you look at the games, every game is not a real game. It's fake. It's like a scam. Like you could do it too. You could do it too. Go to a website on your laptop and label yourself as an independent developer. Then go to the Sony PlayStation website and join their independent developer program. They'll send you a program to your computer and you can make a terrible game. And you can make $3 million in 5 months, but you have to spam the store with those terrible games.
And his opponent from Glen Ridge, New Jersey, Katana Chance.
Yeah, I'm not really able to talk right now for a minute. I gotta pause it. I'm busy. I can't help it. It's because every time I just went to go light the cigar when the people were walking in the ring, but as soon as I lit the fucking cigar, it started unrolling itself. These Bluntville's are no good. Why am I fighting a woman? I don't get it. Why am I fighting a woman? There's no woman that could beat any man. Like, there's no woman on earth that could beat a man. Even the strongest woman would lose to the weakest man. Like, you should see what happened when they tried to let the women fight the box. Like, they got videos. You should see what happened when the woman tried to fight the man at boxing. The woman almost got killed. Then you should see what happened when the man turned himself into a woman. What he did to the women when he went to go fight them. You had a homosexual faggot cut his own balls off with a pair of scissors. Then he dressed up in a wig and went to go fight a bunch of women in boxing. And he almost killed all of them. Whatever that shit is, them things that are appearing on the screen, I hate that shit, whatever that is. I wish I could turn that off. I don't even know what that is, or how to even use that or do that. I just want to throw her out of the ring. There. Throw that little bitch right out of the ring. Just lucky I didn't snap her neck.
Here is your winner, the Superstar!
In order to watch wrestling, you just type watch wrestling on your phone. You just go to Google. You got a phone with Google. All you got to do is walk to where they sell gas at. Walk to the gas station and wait that the people at the gas station will sell it to you. Or leave whatever terrible country you're in and come to anywhere in America. Just walk up to somebody walking down the street, ask them for some, and pull some money out.
This live event match is gonna be epic. Want to be a part of it?
Well, you're going to have to start dealing with the local criminals. Find the most evil. In your country, in order for you to get marijuana, find the most evilest criminals in your country. Approach them. Tell them you want marijuana, and then show them money.
Weighing in at 394 pounds.
Well, if you're in some kind of Muslim nation where everything is illegal, for some reason, everything is illegal, and you're in some kind of Muslim nation, you're gonna have to find local criminals. Find your local bad guy, tell him you want some marijuana, and show him a little money. I bet you he'll give you some.
War Raiders from Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 247 pounds, Eric.
Or rob them all. Go rob them. What's he gonna do? Call the cops and say that you stole his marijuana? He's gonna call the police? He's gonna call the Muslim police and say they took his marijuana. You should just punch him in his face and take it. I don't understand. I don't understand anything you're talking about. I'm talking about something totally different. If you want to get high and you want to get fucked up, find somebody not as strong as you who's trying to sell you some. Because then all you got to do is hit them in the face once and then take it out of their hand. Let me repeat. Oh, because all the weed there is not very good. I understand. Oh, I'm not sure. There is no way. You have to grow it yourself, or you have to grow it yourself, or leave where you're at. Because the only places that got good weed are white nations. If it's all white, if it's mainly white people there, like Indian country, I call them Indian countries. Muslim nations and Africa and Spanish countries and Chinese, they all got bad weed. No good. Any place where there's white people at, there's going to be a lot of good weed. So you're going to want to go to England or Germany or France or South Africa or America or Canada. Any place where there's a lot of white people at. And then the Netherlands, then you'll get good weed. Yeah, I'm not sure about anything like that. Yeah, I remember many years ago, people would grow it in Mexico, and it would be really terrible, bad weed. The worst weed you could think of. The shittiest, worst weed. People would grow it in Mexico, and then smuggle large amounts of it, thousands of pounds, like smuggle it into America. But now, marijuana is legal. It's like beer. It's like you could buy it anywhere. You could grow it in the backyard. You could buy it at the gas station. They sell it at the grocery store. So the Mexico, they don't send it, so we don't get garbage from Mexico no more. When marijuana was illegal, Mexico would flood us with garbage. But now we don't need Mexico's garbage. They could shove it up their ass because we grow it ourselves now. The one good thing about the Mexican garbage, though, was it was a good way to get seeds. You know, back when weed was illegal, now that weed is legal, it's hard to get seeds because people are running a monopoly on the seeds. But back when weed was illegal and the Mexicans were sending it in, you could get seeds, just buy a bag of weed and take the seeds out of it. But now the weed don't have seeds. See, the people that are growing the weed today, they're growing it to be super strong. They're growing it to compete with every drug in the street. Your weed has to be strong enough to compete with everything in the street. You get what I mean? So the marijuana that the people are growing nowadays, it's a narcotic drug, the marijuana. But the Mexican marijuana is like smoking a strong cigarette. It's not very strong. It's like smoking a cigarette. You know what I mean? How do we beat this thing? Well, don't you have a backyard that nobody goes in? So all you need is some seeds. Put them in your backyard where nobody goes. I would have told them, who gives a shit? Let them call the police. When they get here, they better bring an army of guns. Yeah, whoever's running your country must be a real idiot, because even the strongest marijuana doesn't. They must have never used a drug in their life, because every single drug, even alcohol, everything is stronger than marijuana. There's nothing weaker. There's nothing weaker. They must have never smoked crack. They must have never did coke. They must have never did LSD. They must have never did liquor. They must have never drank vodka. They must have never did heroin. All that stuff is 1,000 times stronger than marijuana. 1 cup of vodka is 1,000 times fucking stronger than $20 of marijuana. You know, it has to do with the sunlight and the darkness. It doesn't. I can only go off New York. In New York, you plant it in April, then you cut it down in October. You don't understand. The plant don't even live a year. The lifespan of the plant is not even a year. The fucking plant will be dead before a year. What are you talking about? It all has to do with night and dark. You could have one bud on the seed. You could have a seedling with a bud on it. It all has to do with the sky, the light and the dark. 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark is going to give you buds. So if you're in Alaska, so let me explain. So if you're in Antarctica and it's light outside 24 hours a day, you'll never have any buds. If you're in a place like New York, where in September there's 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark, then you're going to have a lot of buds. It doesn't matter how big the plant is or how long it grows. The buds start to form off the light and the dark in the sky. Look up at the sky. Depending on how much sun and moon there is, that's how much when the buds are going to form. Do you understand what I mean? So if I plant a plant in April, the plant will start to get buds on it in September. And then you cut it down in October. Because if you don't cut it down in October, it'll just die and you waste everything. It'll be dead in November with the snow. You're in a different part of the world. I'm asking you to look up at the sky. You need to figure out how many hours of light and how many hours of darkness are in your sky. How many hours of light and darkness are in your sky? 9 hours of light, 12 hours of dark, 15 hours of dark, 12. Answer me. That's how you tell. That's how you tell. The trick is you want to get the plant big enough before the day and light in the sky makes buds. 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark equals buds. Well, it's never 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark. That's only indoors. So you look at it has something to do with the planet, the sky. Do you understand? Like the planet spins, the sky moves. So if you and we're going off New York. I don't know where it is in Riyadh or wherever the fuck you are, Dubai. It's different everywhere. In New York, you plant it in April. In October, you can cut it down. If you know anything about what I'm talking about, like the world spinning and there's a yellow ball in the sky. There's a yellow ball in the sky, god damn it. Yeah, so when you plant it in April, it starts to get darker more often when it reaches September. It's light all the time almost in April. It's light almost all the time in May. There's like 19 hours of light in June. About 15 or 19, 20 hours of light in July. When September rolls around, it starts to get darker a little sooner, triggering the buds. Do you understand? So the trick is, you want to get the plant as big as possible before the light changes in the sky and starts giving it buds. So what most people do is they just plant a seed in a cup of dirt and let it grow under a lamp. They just put a lamp on. You never turn the lamp off. Maybe in February, plant a seed in a cup and put a lamp over it. Never turn the lamp off. Give it 24 hours a day light. You got your little cup and your little lamp. And then when April rolls around, take your knee-high plant, because you were growing it in a cup since April, right? You never turn the fucking lights off. Put the plant outside, and it'll already be knee-high. That way you're not putting a seed in the ground in April. So you're already a foot taller. You get what I mean? Because if you put the plant you put the seed in the ground in April, you got to wait for the seed to come up. It's 1 inch big, and then you still got to wait for it to grow. But if you're putting a knee-high plant in the ground instead of a seed in April, then you could have a gigantic plant come September or October. You see what I mean? Everything that I'm telling you can easily be found on a simple Google search. Like whatever country and whatever city you live in, all you had to do was pull out your phone, go to Google, type the name of your city, type the name of your country, then type how to grow marijuana. 1 million things would have popped up. Like in order to grow marijuana, people act like it's a big secret and there's tricks. You just plant it. Me, I got videos. You can see plants in my videos. I just planted it and forgot about it. Didn't even go near it. I think I went up to it like one time and dumped some water in the dirt. Went up to it like a month later and pulled a few leaves off. Went up to it like one time after it rained and like stood them back up because they were like falling over. I didn't do anything but just not kill them. All you got to do is not kill them. When they look like they're about to die on their own with like chunks hanging off of it, you have like shit that looks like smokable chunks hanging off the fucking thing. When it looks like it's about to die and it's got smokable fucking chunks hanging off of it, chop it down, bring it inside and hang it upside down in the closet for a few days. Then put it in some sandwich bags. Then you got like people that act like that there's more to it than it is. They'll say, we need fertilizers. We need special dirt. We need to do this to it. We got to dry it this way. We got to put it in jar. I didn't do shit to my plants, but just let them grow naturally. Then when I cut them down, I cut some leaves off of them, let them hang upside down and put them in a plastic bag. I didn't use no jar, no anything, and I smoked the weed just fine. Or in your country, you're better off getting methamphetamine by having it be a pill. You want meth, but in a pill, party pills. Party pill, meth, ecstasy. That's what they want in your country. Shit that doesn't make a smell. Alcohol doesn't make a smell. Pills don't make a smell. Anything that you can't smell, if you can't smell it or you can't see it. So I heard in your countries, those Muslim nations, they love it's crystal meth, but that's not what they think it is. The drug dealers will take crystal meth and they'll make it into pills. And you just think it's a pill. Oh, it's a happy pill, party pill. It's crystal meth in the pill. So you got party pills. You'd be better off drinking alcohol and doing your pills. Because you can make alcohol at home, and it don't smell like marijuana does. So you can make your own alcohol at home, and then the party pills, the drug dealers' pills are easy to hide. You can hide them in a bag of candy, so you'd be better off just drinking liquor and having party pills. But drinking alcohol, it's hard to play video games. I never play video games and do alcohol. I don't drink at all. I only smoke marijuana.
Live event match for you. What do you say? You up for it?
The following contest is a Falls Count. Here is your winner.
The God of War game I like this. Only thing I don't like about God of War, this game right here, is the kid. He don't belong. And God of War, this is the only God of War game that was ever made where another character kills the last boss. Like you beat up the last boss, and then right when Kratos is about to kill the guy, you know what a midget is? A midget, like a miniature human being, a tiny man. A midget, a tiny man, teleports. He teleports in, and he kills Odin, and then he disappears. Everybody stands there and looks at each other. I told myself, I was live streaming it. I said, what the fuck? You play through the whole game because you want Kratos to kill the bad guy. Then when it comes time for Kratos to kill the bad guy, a midget pops in a puff of smoke. Goes, he pops in, and he kills Odin, and then he disappears. It leaves you saying, it really leaves you saying, what the fuck? Especially because remember, what about God of War 1, God of War 2, God of War 3? What about God of War Ascension? What about God of War Chains of Olympus? And what about God of War Ghost of Sparta? Kratos killed the bad guy in every game. Yeah, so I was super excited to see how he's going to kill him this time. And then it's like the only. So I hate the boy. I hate the boy, right? But the other character I hate the most was the little midget guy who helps make the weapons. That's the guy who kills the last boss. I was so pissed. And I got this game for free when I bought the PS5.
What do you think?
I ripped open the box, and it came with a fucking code for God of War. Like, I didn't even ask for it. I didn't even want it. You know, like, I didn't ask for that. I ripped open the fucking PlayStation box. I literally ripped the fucking box open, and a piece of paper fell out with a number on it. Otherwise, I would have never got it. But I mean, in its own defense, in the game's defense, the game looks beautiful. The game is fun. It's got a good story. The graphics are amazing. Some of the best ever made. But these are just personal things for me. Now, this is just me, one man's experience. I didn't like the boy, and I didn't like the ending. Well, what would have been different is making it 2 players. Now, if you could, like, punish your friend by passing them the second controller, then laugh at them and tell them they can play as the kid, and we both play together. Now, what if you had your friend at home and you had 2 controllers? You play as Kratos, and you get to joke around and let your friend play as a little boy, as you play as Kratos. Yeah. Yeah, definitely. And it would be a joke, because you could tell your friend, hey, man, you didn't buy the game and you want to play with me? You got to beat a kid. Here's controller number 2. I highly doubt it. I doubt it, and here's the reason why. Whoever they hired to make the next one, I'm sure they never sat and played this one. So they probably never even saw this game before. They hired about 100 weirdos in an office. They hired 100 weirdos in an office somewhere. And they never even played this game. So how the hell are they going to get anything right in the next one? Kratos will probably have long blonde hair. No, he never died at the end. I just told you he beat the shit out of the bad guy, and then a little midget came and killed the bad guy. Then everybody looked at each other. Then everybody lived happily ever after. Shows everybody partying at a camp. That's all fake. It's all bullshit. Nothing close to that even happens. Not even close to that. Like I said, you're going to make it all the way to Odin. You fight him, and it's very anticlimactic. He doesn't transform. He doesn't do anything. You just beat him up, and then all of a sudden a midget pops in and kills him. Then it's game over. I swear on my life. A little 4-foot-tall man. A cloud of smoke appears. A little 4-foot-tall man appears. He kills the last boss. And then he disappears again in a cloud of smoke. Kratos looks at his son. His son looks at some lady. Then they all look at each other. Then everybody smiles and laughs. And it shows everybody at a campground. And then, like, because I had loved God of War 1, 2, 3, God of War, and I was starting to like this one, all the way up until they made the boy team up with the little black girl. Did you get that far yet? That's the first time I felt like something's wrong here. That's when it started when I started to realize. But it's still a must play. If you've never completed it, then you have to complete it. I only did one side quest. Like all the side quests, I ignored all that. I only did one side quest. Like there's these bosses. There's secret super bosses. I don't know what they are, barbarians or whatever they are, Viking gods. I fought one of those, and I said, no way, I'm never gonna fight any of them. They're too hard. I ain't even try. It's not fun to me to keep losing. Like most of the puzzles, I went to YouTube. Like in the God of War this game, like half the time, you got God of War trying to solve puzzles and shit. I never liked the puzzles. I just went straight to YouTube to find the answer. I thought Final Fantasy VII Remake was good. The reason I wanted to get the PS5, I don't remember. Like when the PS5 first came out, and I had a PS4, I heard a rumor. There's a video. It said Final Fantasy 16 coming soon. So I bought a PS5. Final Fantasy 16 didn't come out to 3 years later. So that's how I learned, like, when it says a game's coming soon, it's not coming. Like, when you look on the PlayStation, it says Wolverine coming soon. Yeah, that's next December, next year, December 2020. That's not coming soon. There's nothing soon about the end of next year. Yeah, you get what I mean? Don't tell us that Wolverine is coming soon when it's not going to be out until the end of next year. That's 19 months. There's nothing soon about 19 months. Soon would be like 2 weeks. You know, it's coming soon. It'll be out in 10 days. That's soon. They're far. It's coming far. Why show us a fucking picture of Wolverine on our PS5 when we turn our PS5 on and then say coming soon and then say winter 2026? That's the opposite of coming soon. That's far away. No, but Final Fantasy 12, that's a good one-player game.
I've got a live event match lined up that's gonna blow the roof off.
Or 16 or whatever it is. Whatever the new Final Fantasy is. 12, 18, 16, whatever the fuck the number was. I think it's 16. Space Marine was pretty good. You ever heard of Space Marine Part 2? I mean, I've basically done everything there is to do in that game, so I don't really want to play it much anymore. But that's a good multiplayer game, and it's got a story. It's got deathmatch, it's got all types. Space Marine 2 is worth the money. They're not going to put Space Marine 2 on the subscription. Any game that's really, really good, they'll never put it on a subscription. I don't understand. Space Marine 2 is very good. I recommend it, especially if you like playing with other people. Space Marine 2, very good.
And his opponent, from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 230 pounds, Andrew.
So every time I seen him, I said, I wonder what God of War is going to do to kill him. So I wonder how Kratos is going to kill that guy. Never happened. Oh yeah, I won't say anything else, and I apologize for being negative. Well, part of the fun though is like after you beat the game, you're supposed to come back and play the game again, and this time do the side quests. Yes, I know about Valhalla, but I'm not talking about that. I just mean that first you play the game for the story, and then if you feel like playing the game again, you come back and play it again, and you do the side quests. Like most of the greatest games on the PS5, I had already beat them, completed them all, and put them away. Mortal Kombat 1 was messed up too. The story, I mean, that's still a good Mortal. Mortal Kombat's on the subscription. It's on PS Extra. I got a platinum on Mortal Kombat 1. I got John Cena. The Spider-Man I wanted cost $40 plus $5 shipping. And I don't have the money to buy it, and I don't really care. But if I never spent no money on the Spider-Man game I got. It's a subscription game. But if I was actually going to spend my hard-earned money on a Spider-Man game, I would get the one that is a rare disc that would steadily climb in value in case I decided to get rid of it after I beat it. That's one thing I hate about the digital games. I can't get rid of them once I'm done with them. Like any disc that you got holds value. When you're done with the disc, you could give it to somebody. I could take a disc, bring it to the local store, and trade it for 10 cigarettes. The kid behind the counter will give me 10 cigarettes. You get what I mean? You could barter with a disc. You could haggle. You know, the only way to sell the digital games is to sell your whole account. You got to give somebody your email. You got to give them your email address, your passcode, and then have them put the money in your bank account, and then they change the passcode on you, lock you out of your own account. Can I spoil something? No? I'm busy. I got my game on pause. So they're making Magic the Gathering cards with PlayStation characters. So they're gonna have that girl, the boy, God of War. They're all gonna be Magic the Gathering cards. But you can only buy them off the website in limited quantities. Then after that, they're going on the second-hand market because people's gonna buy them up and sell them. Most of the games I got installed for the PS5 right now, they're not the greatest games. Because most of my best games and all the games I had that were good, like I beat them ones. I've just got ones I never completed yet. Ones I wanted to try or never completed. Or ones that have like retro graphics. Watch, for example. So, this is what's installed. So we have Asphalt. I don't really play racing games ever, but I figured I'd keep one installed. Atlas Fallen. I'm not going to play it. I'm not going to play it. I just explained I don't play racing games. I just decided to keep one installed. I'm trying to run down a list. I've got Asphalt, Atlas Fallen, which is like a one-player. They say it's 2 players. I've never found another player. Like a lot of the games I got installed, don't even want to play. Like Dragon Ball Sparking, I got the Platinum. I'm done with it, basically. Unless I buy the DLC. Helldivers, I never was really into it. Somebody got it for me as a gift. I might play that again. Skir Ritual. I like Skir Ritual. Never could find nobody to play it with, and the people I did find to play it with, they weren't good folks. Let's put it that way. A bunch of random like stuff that's not even that good. It says Deceit, Dragon Ball Squadron, Snowball Brothers, Rubber Hose Rampage, Twisted Metal 2. Most of the games I got installed right now for the 5 is just random bullshit. When we look at my collection, though, my collection has got actually good games. I just didn't install any of them. Let's look. So Final Fantasy 16 was good. Remnant Part 2 was good. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth was good. Doom Eternal was really good. These are all games I completed long ago. Dead by Daylight was alright for the first year. After that, I didn't care no more. You do something 1,000 times, you don't want to do it again. Fallout 4 seemed alright, but Part 3 was way better. So I've got like a fucking million game. Tekken 8 was amazing. Too bad I platinumed it, and I haven't met anybody that could beat me in the game yet. After you win 100 or 200 matches online and win every fucking match, and still have the platinum, what's the point of playing it no more? What, so we can beat 101 guys? We just beat 100 people online. You know what I mean? So I deleted that one. The list is endless. Suicide Squad was pretty fun. People said the game was terrible, but the game only sucks after you complete the game and are trying to get a platinum trophy. Because when you're trying to get the platinum, the shit they make you do, Suicide Squad was pretty goddamn fun, but you need a few people to play it with to make it fun. Dead Island 2, I never really liked Dead Island 2. Big disappointment. Because in Dead Island 1, you can have 4 players. You're on an island, and you can drive cars. Well, Dead Island 2, you can only have 3 people. There's no island. And there's no cars. And when you look in a mirror, there's no reflection. And when you walk down the road and look at the trees, The leaves are still. You get what I mean? Like you're in a fake like if it's fucking a zombie apocalypse, you're supposed to see like garbage blowing down the street, like dirt blowing down the street. When you look up at the trees, because you're in Los Angeles, you're supposed to see the palm trees swinging in the wind, rain falling out of the sky. You know, if a zombie like beats you up or scratches you, you're supposed to go walk up to the mirror. You can see the scratch on your arm in the mirror. No, there's no reflections in that game. None of the leaves move on the trees. There's no island, so why is it Dead Island? All the people that like give out the quests, the quest givers, they're all like homosexual faggots. Like, for example, you walk into a building and a man with sunglasses on, wearing nothing but a pair of underwear. He starts talking like a surfer, like, whoa, gnarly dude, oh, like he's a Ninja Turtle, and you're supposed to help this guy? I wanted to kill him like he was a fucking zombie.
This live event match is pure fire. You in?
Nah, I'm not feeling that.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York, weighing in at
What was it called?
94 pounds, the Superstar!
No, definitely not, because I don't play racing games. No. Oh, great. I thought you said Gran Turismo. No, I never really played much whatever you called it. Never played much of that. Because most of the people I met that said they played it were people I would never want to associate with. But part of the reason I never played it is because I played part of the story mode on the PS3. The game you're talking about is on the PS3, so why would I play it on my 4 and 5? But I heard it's supposed to be pretty good, though. I'm familiar with it. I've seen people play it. I've been in a party with people playing it. I know all about it. I know enough about it to know that I don't care. Yeah, I knew about you. I knew about that since the day it came out, and I've been dealing with people that played with it ever since. Or some of the it's a game for like little kids and perverts. Only people I ever met that played that game were little kids or perverts. Like for example, I'm going to start giving you real world examples. For example, a grown man, an adult, joins the party, and he says, "Look, I'm playing Grand Theft Auto," and I said, "Oh, cool. Let me see. What are you, robbing a bank or something? What are you? What are you, a mobster? What are you, a mafia man? What is this? He's a naked woman beating up homeless people. He's walking around as a naked lady beating up people that are sleeping on the side of the road." And I'm saying that this is fun for you? I'm like, what are you accomplishing here? I had to unfriend him. And all the adults I met that play that game do that kind of stuff. Another guy, he just walks around as a naked black man and walks up and down the streets and tries to bother other players. Another person I met that played the game was some girl who was a retard. She's retarded in real life. Something wrong with her. She said, "Oh, everybody beats me up when I try to play the game. I can't come out. I got a house in the game. I can't come outside to beat me up." I'm like, "What are you? You must be fucking retarded." So, like, if I ever played that game, I would just play the story mode and that's it. Now, I do have the game. I have the online mode. I went to go play the online mode. When I started it up, it said, "Do you want to be a It said, "Do you want to be a biker? Do you want to be a nightclub owner?" I didn't want to be none of that shit, so I didn't want to be any of that, so I turned it off. Didn't even choose. Not into them kind of games. You could check if you want to. I'm not sure. I know that if you visit my profile, you can look at my games, and there's a filter. You can see most played, least played, last played. So anything that is under most played, those are where all the good games are. But I beat most of them and don't want to play them no more. Then if you go to last played, you'll be able to see what I'm currently working on. It's all in a person's profile. Yeah, yeah, I deleted that game as soon as I started it. The second the game came on, I deleted it. No, I said no way. No, because I don't know if you've played Alan Wake 1. The game has nothing to do with Alan Wake. Let me explain. As soon as you start the game, you're walking around naked as a fat man. And it seemed to go on forever, a little too long. And then when I paused the game and I clicked on hints. Every game has hints if you download the game. So I clicked on hints and I went through every single hint, every one. And every single hint showed a black woman. And then at the very last hint, the final hint of the game, the end of the game, it showed Alan Wake. So for the first 10 minutes of the game, you're playing as a fat, naked man with his dick hanging out and his ass. And then the whole rest of the game, you're playing as a black lady. And then you get to be Alan Wake at the end of the game. I don't want to do that. I deleted it. And if you want to play Alan Wake, just play Alan Wake Part 1, where you get to be Alan Wake. No weird black woman that nobody cares about. No fat naked man. I don't play it, no. No, I don't play it. You can see hours played. You can see hours played. No, I don't play it. You can see the hours. The only racing games I had played were Sonic the Hedgehog racing, something called Dirt 5, and Asphalt. And I don't play any of them. I don't like racing games. Only reason I installed Asphalt is because I wanted to. If I lose my PlayStation Plus, I can still play Asphalt if I feel like it. But if I lost my PS Plus, I would just play Final Fantasy. So I wouldn't even play Asphalt. Yeah, I've got the platinum on that. The only reason I bought the game was to get the platinum on it, which means do everything there is to do in the game. So the game was only $3, $3 US. So I definitely got my money's worth with that one. But it was extremely difficult, very, very difficult. I had to go to YouTube 4 times. There's no Sherlock Holmes has no fighting, no shooting, no anything. You're solving puzzles. You're solving crimes. They put you in a room. There's a dead body in the room, and then they say, "Do, go." There's a dead body on the floor. Go. You got to walk around the room. Yeah, you have to. There's no fighting, no shooting. Nobody fights you with a knife. There's no monsters. It's not that kind of game. You're just solving mysteries for the police department. It's like but the one I had played was like more fantasy, like the crimes were committed because the people were worshiping the devil or something. Yeah, there's a lot of, like, I had bought 3 games for $11. I had some games you could pass the controller. Here, let me show you what I'm talking about.